Hey friends, are you tired of getting ghosted? Frustrated by men who just do not want to commit? Or do you feel overwhelmed by dating apps? Like it's just too much work to find a good man? Well, you're not alone. Dating apps can be rough. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to use feminine energy on dating apps to preserve your mental health, attract the right kinds of high-value men, weed out the players, the time wasters, and the emotionally unavailable men. Now, let's be real. Online dating gets a lot of bad press, and honestly, some of it is deserved. But here's the thing. Online dating is also a game changer for modern relationships. Here is a quick look at the stats. In the 1930s, the top way to meet someone was through family, right? 23%. By 2000, friends took the lead at 27%. Fast forward to today, and 61% of couples are meeting through online dating. Now, let's be clear on these stats. Online dating includes things like Facebook groups and other online platforms, with dating apps representing 25 to 30% of that 61%. And while dating apps can sometimes feel just exhausting, right? They still represent a major opportunity to meet men. The question is, how can we navigate online dating to meet high-value men without, burning out, feeling drained, or wondering if we're doing it all wrong? Well, the answer is in this video, so sit back, take a deep breath, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Kimberly Anderson. I'm a dating and relationship expert, and I guide professional divorced women to go from feeling unfulfilled and overwhelmed and feeling frustrated with dating to reconnect with their feminine essence and to find true love. If your road to romance has been challenging, I can help. I have an online program to help you attract the healthy, loving relationship you deserve. Spots are limited, so check the link in the description to apply. And before we get into the good stuff, could you do me a favor? Let's call it our ladies' agreement. I create this content to help you as much as I possibly can. If you could please share this video with someone who could benefit from this message. It's word of mouth referrals like this that help the channel grow. Please also consider subscribing and hitting the bell to get new videos. Thank you so much. Now, let's talk dating apps and feminine energy. Now, why is it important? And what is feminine energy? Well, as mentioned, dating apps can be downright rough. I speak from firsthand experience. I've been in the trenches of dating apps, and I know how challenging they can be. Why? Well, first of all, dating apps create what's called the paradox of choice. This happens when there is an abundance of options that overwhelm individuals, leading to decision fatigue, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. So, for example, haven't you ever been to a restaurant with a menu and there's like 20 pages of choices on that menu? And suddenly you have so much choice that you start to feel overwhelmed. But if there were just 10 options, it might feel more manageable and easy to decide, right? Well, online dating works the same way. When there are too many profiles to swipe through, people can feel, hesitant to focus on one person. They're always thinking that there might be somebody better out there, right? Matches start to lose their uniqueness, leading to less effort and emotional investment. It's like an endless catalog of faces. And then there's the emotional roller coaster side of this, right? So when we match with someone and things go well, it's a dopamine high. We feel elated, we feel valued, we feel attractive, and we feel interesting. But when somebody ghosts us, we suddenly feel, confused, we feel upset, and we feel devalued. So it's this constant cycle of highs and lows that can have us feeling, exhausted, disheartened, and tempted just to give up on love altogether. What about you? Does any of this resonate with you so far? Let me know what you think in the comments. I would really love to hear from you. And while you're at it, here's a gentle reminder to share this video with someone who could benefit from its message and to consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. Okay, despite this constant cycle of highs and lows that can leave us feeling exhausted, disheartened, and tempted to give up on love, what if I told you that many men actually want genuine, fulfilling relationships just like you? What if there was a different way to approach dating apps, one that allows us to stay centered and peaceful while preserving our sense of value and integrity. Dating apps do offer benefits like access to people that we've never had access to before. Remember, only 20 years ago, most couples met through friends. And let's be honest, if you didn't have a big social circle at that time, your chances of finding love were pretty darn small. And just to be clear, this video is not about promoting dating apps. Real life meetups are just as important. But since dating apps are so prevalent, my goal is to help you navigate them in a way that protects your mental health, allows you to enjoy the experience, and help you meet the right kinds of men. So let's get back into feminine energy. For those of you who don't know, feminine energy isn't about gender. Both men and women both have masculine and feminine traits, okay? Masculine energy is all about the realm of thinking. It's about deciding, being goal-oriented, analyzing, using logic. Feminine energy, on the other hand, connects to our feeling side, right? Softness, receiving, flow, things like playfulness and intuition, okay? Many successful professional women have built up their masculine traits as part of their identities because that's what we've been required to do to succeed and to perform in our careers, right? And that is totally understandable and totally okay. But in the process, these professional women's feminine energy traits often become overshadowed. They become muted or even lost. And yet it's these very feminine qualities that help a woman feel deeply balanced within herself and naturally attract masculine men. Why? Because a masculine man isn't attracted to a reflection of himself in another man standing in front of him. He's magnetically drawn to the qualities that complement his masculine energy. He feels driven to protect and provide for a woman who needs and values him, not one who mirrors him. So, what does being in your divine feminine look like on a dating app? Well, it could look like letting a man take the lead in starting a conversation instead of trying to control the flow. Or it might mean expressing curiosity and lightness instead of trying to prove yourself through overly polished replies. On a date, it could mean allowing yourself to relax, to enjoy the moment, and to respond intuitively rather than overthinking of what you're going to say next. Because if a woman treats dating and romance on a dating app like a job, she is unlikely to get the kind of masculine man that she's hoping for. Instead, she'll end up chasing men, putting in all the effort, and attracting weak or unavailable men. Now, this often leads to confusion, it leads to tons of frustration, it leads to ultimately cursing, not just the dating apps, but men in general. Why? Because when we're operating in our masculine energy, overperforming, driving, and doing all the work, we're doing the opposite of what we want. It repels the very masculine men that we're trying to attract. And on top of it, when we're fed up and exhausted by the dating app experience, we swipe with a bad attitude. We become demanding, and the things that we say don't really reflect our true value. Now, this energy, of course, carries into conversations and dates, leading to bad results and attracting toxic relationships. Here's the thing, men can be sensitive to criticism, and healthy men will simply disengage. On the flip side, toxic men who thrive on negativity will see your frustration as an invitation to engage. And that's definitely not the dynamic that you want to create, right? So, how do we use feminine energy on dating apps? Start with this. If you're feeling burned out, take a break. It's like the famous quote often attributed to Albert Einstein. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If it's not working out right now, that's okay. It's totally okay. Take a step back, take a breather, and give yourself permission to pause. Next, redirect the energy that you're giving to dating apps and invest that back into nurturing yourself, right? Your well-being. What we invest in ourselves always shows on the outside. If you've been neglecting your inner feminine, you may act tough, you may act rough on the outside, while deep down you are literally crying for love. So be gentle with yourself and start nurturing your feeling side. Go for walks in nature. Get a massage. Take the painting class that you've been putting off. Crank up the music and dance to your favorite songs. Sing out loud. Do the things that bring you joy, that bring your body alive. Forget about everybody else, right? Forget about your worries, your fears. Just enjoy and feel the moment. Allow yourself to experience and to receive what feels good for your nervous system. Light a fragrant candle, for example, that makes you happy. Buy yourself a bouquet of beautiful flowers. Take a bath with nice bath salts. When we redirect positive energy back to ourselves in this way, we nurture and develop the feminine traits within ourselves. And over time, with practice, this softer, nurturing side grows, right? We will start to feel more centered, more peaceful, and more fulfilled. And it's from this place where we're more connected to our feminine when we start to approach dating apps differently, from a more grounded and a more centered state. And when we're rooted in our feminine energy, we naturally allow men to step into their masculine. We let them take initiative. We let them step up and make the effort to pursue us, and not the other way around. We no longer, seek validation or approval from things outside of ourselves, because we feel solid and grounded and secure and love ourselves from within first. Now, another essential part of feminine energy is learning to have boundaries. Now, this means not engaging with men who don't show you genuine interest, and not wasting your time or your energy on those who don't respect you. There's a peacefulness to this feminine energy, a calm that eliminates the need to chase, to defend, to argue, and instead we allow the process and the flow of dating and love to unfold with a lightness, a playfulness that's inherent in feminine energy. Now, this shift flips the script with men, making them want to pursue you. You no longer feel like you have to do all the work or believe that there are no good men out there. When we approach dating apps from a place of choice and serenity, the experience feels completely different from approaching them out of frustration, out of imbalance, and out of constant ups and downs, like you're on a roller coaster. And if you enjoyed this video, first, thank you so much for watching. You're probably going to enjoy this other video over here on 3 feminine qualities that men find wildly attractive to help you step into your femininity. And until next time, I'm sending you lots of love.